Like, F you to anyone that said stop getting involved in people's lives. I'm not taking any credit for anything that's gone on between the two of them. But what I will say is that raising awareness is for people to, you know, be able to see things from a different opinion, see things from the outside. And I think we can all agree that definitely has been done.
I believe so, Catherine. I believe so.
It has been worth it. And I, for one, massively fucking proud of her. 2, massively fucking happy for her. And yeah, 3, who else is actually excited to see where her life goes and what she does with it now? Because I feel like a proud big sister and I can't wait to see her fucking journey. Yes, I did pull her up on a lot of things on this app. Things that she took on board, realised were...
Is this Keisha's sister? Is this Keisha's sister? Keisha and Levi are dating as far as I heard last night. No, okay, she's... Okay, no, she just went... Okay.
Relevant. And she's actually stopped doing them. So, I love her for it. I love her for it.
No, this is just a lady. Her name on there is Soul Snatcheress. Portia McKenzie was gifted news and roads. Who's Portia McKenzie? Who's Portia McKenzie? Sounds like she's just been mentioned there. Yeah, but this is Keisha can change herself completely for that guy. The thing is, you know, when you're outing someone and I don't like sometimes when you see videos like, I don't like the gloating. Serious, if at the end of the day, Keisha was in a situation and she was in a relationship with that guy, Demetrius, right? And I was obviously unaware at the time what she was going through and what he was doing to her, yeah? But then to pull away, gloating, I don't like that, you know what I mean? You should be happy for her and all that stuff, but the gloating, I don't really like, I'm going to be honest with you. For me, you can do an awareness. She just sounds happy for I don't think so. It's, you know, the people that fire back at videos, and this is my opinion, everyone's entitled to their opinion, you know, cockapoo. But for me, it just seemed a bit of like, not so much of a relief and happy, more of a, oh, look at that, yeah. You should do Kirsty Cunningham. I don't know. But Keisha's put out a video. I think this was Keisha that put out the video. And she said, look at the way he's sounding. This was to do with, it's only very, very short. Yeah, Keisha Louise's video. Sound like she was just happy, not gloating. Yeah, this is the Keisha put out this video yesterday. And how he talks upon Keisha, saying that she's just a child and all that stuff. She put this out. And I find this is strange. This is awfully strange, the way he referenced her to be just a kid and a child.
I'm old, I'm 60, she's a kid, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And she's listening to kids. Yeah. And that girl she's with is actually... No one wants to hear advice. I'm old, I'm 60, she's a kid.
You know what I mean? He keeps referencing saying, oh, she's just a kid, she's listening to kids and all that stuff. Like, that is just really creepy behaviour. You're just referencing your partner... your girlfriend, your other half, as a child, and she's listening to kids. Is that the ex? Yeah, that's Demetrius, the ex. You know what I mean? We knew what he was anyway, Kat. You know what I mean? There was plenty of fucking signs there. The way he was, the way he talked. You know what I mean? But can you imagine that? He's admitting he knows she's a child, let that sink in. Exactly, Randy Andy, 100%. And that's why I played that, because Keisha put that out there, and that's from herself. She was in that relationship with that gentleman. And I say gentleman very lightly there, but you know what I mean. There's plenty of things I could say, but I won't say. But yeah, that's a totally different storyline, that is. If you actually want to hear, and if she's willing to talk, I believe she goes on Cam 2 crew a lot. She's with she goes in there with Levi, Georgia and that. I've seen her in the room a few times. Her name's Keisha Louise. Yeah, he did 100%, Kat. I totally 100% agree he did. You know what I mean? He moulded her because she was young into what he wanted, which is sick. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna speak for her. If you want to go into that room, she's in there a lot. So Keisha will, I think she'll tell you. She's mad in there. Yeah. I don't know what someone come in and said that Levi and Keisha are now dating. Whatever date's going on between them two, that's totally separate. You know what I mean? And if they are, happy for them. You know what I mean? What happened goes on. That's on them. You know what I mean? I'm happy for anyone. You know what I mean? As long as she's away from that monster. Do you Marcus M's? I've done Marcus M's. We spoke about the Marcus M situation. You know what I mean? But the thing is, that's probably banter, Alex. Well, like I said, if it ain't, you know what I mean? It's for personal. When it's a personal situation, when it's off the app and what's going on, it's between them. It's not really TikTok related, and if she chooses to be speaking to whatever, that's up to them. You know what I mean, guys? It was a 30-year age gap. More, Shao? It was more like 40. It was, that's closer to 40, weren't it? Yeah, it was closer to 40. Because how old's he? He's like late 50s, isn't he? 42 years. Yeah, 42 years difference. And the thing that doesn't get highlighted enough is he knew of her before she was of age. You know what I mean? Is he 60? Oh, no. Yeah, he knew of her before she was of age. No matter how it was said on the app. Like, he knew when exactly. She met her when she was 14, 15, yeah. I believe he was a delivery driver. Yeah, Stace, you can ask a question. Yeah, I believe he was a delivery driver or something, so he knew of her and all that stuff. I won't mention that. I believe that no longer Leela Lux, but I don't want to. If you want to ask her regarding that, please do, but not in this live, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. She said she was going to expose it all in time, but not sure if he's been abusive to her also. Yeah, well, that's for her to speak out on, you know what I mean? Things like that, that's fine, Lily Lops. For me, if that's happened, that's not for me or an FYP, even though it's been brought to the app. If it's personal to her and what she's gone through, for me, I won't speak up on it. You know what I mean? That's her story, her trauma, and she can speak out on it. For me, I'm just gathering videos on the FYP. Certain things I won't comment on and speak on because that's a situation that she's gone through, and that's for her story to put out into the app if she chooses to. You know what I mean? But please don't put pressure on it. Please don't pressure her to speak on it. You know what I mean? Just please don't. Don't message her. Don't speak to her and saying, oh, when you're going to out all this, in her own time. Please don't apply pressure to her because you don't know what she's been through on that. No, Stacey, I've not seen your question. It hasn't come up. It's been ghosted. If you want to jump up in the box and ask the question, feel free. You know what I mean? Exactly, Kiara. Is it Kira or Kiara? Because when I say that, I say Kira. She's the victim all the time. Please remember that. Yeah, that's what I mean, Kat. She is the victim in all this. Kira. Yeah, Kira. I thought so. Stace, you want to jump up in the box and ask the question? Or would you rather ask the question in the comments? Yeah, she is a victim in it all. She is a victim. No matter if there's been a situation where you felt that she was sticking up for him and that. But you don't know. If you need to understand trauma bonds and situations that happen. You know what I mean? She is 100% a victim in all of this. And we stand with the victims.
Hello?
Hello, Stace.
I could hear Angie there as I was coming into your box.
I don't know. Maybe it's a glitch or something. She's live, isn't she? Probably. So there's probably a glitch. You know?
Yeah, no, right. I was just want to ask a quick question regarding that, right? Because I'm not saying I'm just asking in general if it's a thing that people can do. See, now that she's away for that and she knows that was wrong, can she take that to the police?
Yeah, of course you could. If there's stuff there that's, yeah, of course. If it's a criminal offence or things that she's gone through, or yeah, of course you can. Yeah, 100%.
I just feel sad for her because she's been robbed. and she'll not get that back. That's horrible, isn't it, if you think about it like that?
Yeah, and that's another reason why I struggle to speak on this, because if the case, because she won't tell people, but if if she has done stuff and gone to the police with videos and stuff, that's probably a reason why she ain't showing things at the moment. You know what I mean? People ain't thought of that.
Yeah,
But if she has gone to the police, leave her to it. You know what I mean? It's not for us on TikTok
yeah,
to be talking about. Just leave them to it. What will be, will be. I'm glad that she's out of that environment now, but that's as far as I'd want to speak on it, because it's her story to tell. You know what I mean, Stace? We've all got experiences. We've all been through stuff. But that is for her story to speak on. We ain't people. We ain't judge and jury on this app. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. No, I
Just
just wanted
Keisha
to ask
Louise,
that question because, yeah, I just wanted to ask that, right, because there could be someone in the comments or there could be somebody watching this in the same situation. Do you know what I mean? That's why I was asking that. But
Yeah.
I wish her all the best. But when I was seeing her videos as well, she was saying that now that she's away for this, she feels lost. She doesn't know where to put herself, and I just think that's sad. She doesn't know who she is because all she's ever known is him, and that's sad in itself.
Yeah, I see. And like Alexandra, I'm not like too much in the know of it all. I haven't tried to get myself in the know because it's nothing to do with me. So I'm not sure if
Yeah,
she's in the same house or not. Alexandra, you might know more. You might be an
yeah,
avid watcher. I just haven't seen it. Morning, Nana Coco.
yeah.
You're
Do you
up.
know what? I'll jump down, right? Because I don't want to come up and make this about her situation. But I just wanted to ask
Morning,
that.
Daniel. No, it's fine, Stacey.
See you
Thank you for
later.
coming up and asking the question. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, and that's the problem, in it. Like, you don't know what to speak upon, you don't know what to say, and that I just don't want to be too much. Thank you, Samina. I just don't want to speak on it. You know what I mean? I think it's still raw. It's not for my live to be speaking on. I mean, if you want to find out more, please speak to her directly if she's willing to speak to you. Don't put pressure on her though, please. She'll come back when she's fit and ready and say what she wants to say. Morning, DWP. You know what I mean? Just leave the girl to it. And that's all really I can say on it, guys. Is Manda in here? It's just Manda in here. Can you share the live to just Manda? Fifi, is it Milner? Milner. Keisha Louise and Demetrius situation. It was just briefly spoken about. It's not a full live. If do you want to jump up in the box, Manda, please, and did you want to talk about situations, because I feel that I wanted to get the show out of the way, and if you wanted to highlight or discuss the situation, you're more than welcome to come up in the live and discuss things. I've done the Marcus M's things, DWP. It's been highlighted, and I'm guaranteed there'll be other FYPs today and shows that'll be highlighted as well. Did anyone see that guy in M's last night? Kept mentioning Kibbs. Yeah, Beth, we've done it today. Yeah, Amanda, not a problem, not a problem. Yeah, I've done that today, Beth. Just goes to show, Beth, you weren't in here. Terrible. And you're my mod as well. Disgusting. I'm not joking, Beth. We know that family comes first. Oh, you've only just woke up? Charming, slacking. Absolutely slacking, aren't you?
Hiya. I've
How you
asked,
doing, Amanda?
I was watching you on my iPad, but I don't know what's happened to the microphone on it. I'm gonna have to ask my son to have a look, so I've had to swap over onto my phone.
That's fine.
Yeah. What did you?
Oh, no, because I was made aware, because obviously I got shared lives and I'd seen a video that I got tagged in regarding yourself, but obviously to do with that, them accounts that were going around about Kelly. Thank you, Beth.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So do you want me to explain about that? What happened with Kelly yesterday?
Yeah, if you don't mind, just due to the fact is that there's I've seen with the video that got tagged in there, there wasn't that many people in the room because obviously the time and how late it was, and I think it should be highlighted just because of that. If that account does go through lives saying comments like that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I haven't been. I actually haven't been asleep all night, Alex. We were on till about 7 o'clock this morning. So I thought it was pointless me going to sleep at that time. But what it was when that live happened in Yvonne's, and they were all in the boxes, and they were all doxing Kelly's family members, and obviously shouting out the name of the person who hurt Kelly when she was a kid. And there was an account in there called Proud to be Irish, and they were putting the names of all the people who for the others in the boxes to shout out.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was a girl in there who used to be friends with Kelly, a girl called Demi, calls herself Demsy.
Is that Fish Finger Dummy, that
Fish
one?
Finger, yeah. She was writing things in the comments as well, which them in the boxes were shouting out. So that was those two accounts. But this one, Proud to be Irish, at the time, none of us knew who was behind that account. Since then, there's been another account called Mary Louisa,
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Amanda.
and that account, the Mary Louisa account, has been following Kelly from live to live. She's been in this live and wrote filth in the comments regarding Kelly and Kelly's abuser. She's been in, she came in Kelly's live and wrote something in the comments along the same lines. And then we went into Pearl's the night before last, because Kelly messaged me in the morning and she said, I've had enough, I can't take no more of this. She said, I need to get all these screen recordings out there, and then I need to get this out there. She said, it's messing with me head. So I said, okay. She said, if I go live, will you come in? I said, yeah. Said, do you want me to play the screen recordings for you? So she said, yeah. She said, because me ADHD would just get the best of me and all. I said, okay. So I went into Kelly's on Friday, it must have been, yeah. And I was playing the screen recordings for her, explaining things. She was explaining things. And then when we went, she said, Pearls said that I can go on a platform tonight. So I said, do you want me to go with you and do the same thing? So she said, yeah, if you don't mind. Anyway, so me and Snell went in with her, and good enough, Pearl gave us the platform to play the screen recordings and to get Kelly's side of the story out there. There was a lot of accounts coming in and giving us loads in the comments and all that, which we weren't like bothered about. But that Mary Louisa account came in and said something.
Can I just jump in, Amanda, please, quickly? I just want to highlight the seriousness behind that account, right? That account, trigger warning, guys. Trigger if you've ever been affected, anything to do with abuse or as a child or an adult, please leave the live now, because I'm going to say some things that was mentioned, because I think it needs to be highlighted and it needs to be told in its true form, instead of people going, oh, but was this said? So I'll say it how it is, right? Kelly was that word as a child by a relative of hers, and that account was going around saying about being up inside, enjoying being up inside her as a child. So that needs to be highlighted. You know what I mean? That's how sick and low them comments were. they was to the extreme of absolutely. I don't think you could say anything worse, to be honest with you. I couldn't fathom any saying that. Never mind anything worse than that. You know what I mean? That needs to be highlighted. This is what the account was doing. Was saying that basically he was happy and enjoying when he was in. I'm not going to say anything more, but that. So you can continue, Manda. Please, thank you.
It was a disgusting comment that was said in Pales as well, Alex. It was vile what was said in Pales as well.
Thank you, Pink Lemon. Thank you, Taurus.
And so yesterday there was I was exhausted yesterday. Kelly was exhausted. It was just because it was emotional. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so later on, I got sent a screen recording, and when I watched it, couldn't believe what I was
Thank you, Dara.
hearing, and I sent it to Snell, and so me and Snell started talking on voice notes, and I said, "Don't." She said, "Have you sent this to Kelly?" And I said, "No, don't send it to her tonight." I said, "Because she'll be up all night." I said, "I know what she won't be able to sleep and what have you." Anyway, he sent it to her at that point. And the next thing, I got a message saying, Kelly's gone live. So that's how come we went into Kelly's. Kelly ended up getting banned. Then we went into Claire's, Snell's. We were getting banned all over the place, whoever was reporting. But what the screen recording was it was a girl on the app called Kel.
Yeah.
Do you know who she is, Alex?
No, I was unaware. I got told, but I was unaware of the situation until it was explained. I believe it was a woman. Didn't she give Mary money? Mary
Yeah,
Ann.
she gave Mary Ann £50. That was the first time I'd ever heard of her, to be honest with you. But last week I messaged Kelly and I said to her, "Do you know a girl called Kel?" I said, "She has like blue hearts in her name." And Kelly said, "No, why are you asking that?" So I said, "Oh, I was just asking, if you knew her, because I've watched them screen recordings from that live in Yvonne's that night over and over and over again, and I've looked at those comments and I've studied the grammar and the way they're writing things, and I just thought it just looks like the same way that she'd write things. So, like 2 weeks ago, I'd had a phone call with the girls and I said, "I think that Kel could be behind that Proud to be Irish account." And they thought that it could have been Paddy, Shez's fella.
Yeah.
But I just said, "Oh yeah, okay," but I couldn't get it out my head that it was her. So I asked Kelly. She said she didn't know who she was. Anyway, it come about when we went into Pales. Snell turned round and said, Snell said, "And it's Paddy who's behind that Proud to be Irish account." She said, "I know, that's Cheryl's fella, that's Paddy."
Yeah.
So because of that, it's all come about yesterday that it's hard to explain really. It's all come about yesterday that behind the scenes, I was right about that Kel. She was behind the Proud to be Irish account. But she was also behind the Mary Louisa account.
Yeah, because that come out yesterday because I heard the recording She
Yeah,
said that, but they all outed her, didn't they? And they were saying that you basically that you was to be. She owned up basically being behind the Mary account and
and the
the
Proud to
Celtic
be
Irish. Yeah.
Irish. Yeah, so not only was she the one that was doxing the family members and the person, you know, what has happened to Kelly, she was also going into different lives and putting filth in the comments where Kelly was. So the reason why it got outed yesterday. Now, bear in mind, this happened around the 25th, 26th of August. And this only came about yesterday for the simple reason being was that it had been put out there that it was Cheryl's husband who was behind that account.
Yeah.
And that's why because behind the scenes, Demi and Cheryl had known all along that Kel was behind those two accounts, and they knew what she'd been writing in the comments and everything
For me personally, to just listening that, it's hard to listen to, right? So I can't imagine what others are going through. They are just as what's that word? Complicit. They're just as bad in my eyes, because
Yeah,
I'm not
they
being
are.
funny when you're making comments about child abuse and child abusers, and the thing is going into sick details regarding it as well. It's not the fact is mocking it is bad enough, but mentioning the actual the information about it all and stuff, and just mocking, and for that is a step too far, way too far. And mocking it in general is a step too far, but I'm on about going to the depths of detail, and that just shows you as a person who you really are and how low you'll go. So every person that knew about that account is just as bad as that account. Yeah, you might not have said the comments, but you knew who it was, and you laughed about it and done all the stuff off the app about it. You're just as bad.
Yeah,
Shona, why are you trying to make this about you? It's nothing to do with you. I've mentioned the people. Like, for God's sake, Shona.
yeah. It was it's my stomach that's rumbling. Someone's just said in the comments, God, I'm noted for it now all over the app. But that's and Cheryl was quite prepared to
Let it
just
continue until it was a partner, basically, and it. She was happy to let it all continue until her fellow was getting accused of it, and it.
yeah,
So basically,
yeah,
if it wasn't for her fella being mentioned, it being blamed for the account, then they would have let it continue. They would have let
yeah,
all the child abuse mocking and the sick comments being made. But
yeah,
because she's been getting blamed for it, or while her partner's getting blamed for it. But to be
yeah. Because
fair,
bear in
you
mind,
shouldn't care.
Alex,
You
bear
shouldn't
in
care her
mind,
partner's being blamed though, because she's done as bad as anyway. Her admitting that she knew about that account is it's just as bad as if her partner was getting blamed anyway.
yeah, yeah. Because she knew about, Demi knew that that Kel was behind the Mary Louisa account from the 25th of August.
So there you go.
And Shez messaged Kel yesterday and said to her, are you behind that? She messaged Demi and said, are you behind that Proud to be Irish account? And Demi said, no, I'm not. And she messaged that Kel the same message, but she knew that Kel was behind that message because Kel had messaged Shez off that account.
There's going to be, from what I've been made aware, I spoke to someone earlier, I'm not going to name them, this morning. I think this stretches on far greater than just them couple of people that knew about the account and the person who was behind the account.
We've all said the same.
Because I was made aware of a situation today that someone asked a certain person, I'm not going to mention it because it'll come out all naturally, mentioned something to another person about regarding this account, how they think it's this person's linked to this account, and all of a sudden that account was deactivated for a while. And the person that was asked the question about the account has not been mentioned yet, and I'm not going to mention them. But I'll let. To be fair, this is where they'll all throw each other under the bus now. This is what will happen. They'll be like, you knew about it as well. You knew about it as well. At the moment, the only three people that deserve the attention is Shez, Demi, Fishfinger, Irish Demi, and the Kel, the one that made the account.
Well, Alex, you wouldn't even believe. They went into Laura's last night and got that Kel in the box. Shez was nowhere to be seen. But Kel and Demi got in the box, and that Steve-O got in the box as well. And they were really concerned. Like Demi was saying, you don't know how bad my mental health's been for weeks because of all this. Well, it could have been nipped in the bud, but the messages when she told Demi that she was behind that Mary Louisa account, Demi told her, not the exact words, but I've got it on screen recording, so it's there. Demi told her, go and give a shit. So if a mental health's that bad, don't fucking do that to someone then, because whatever her mental health's been like the past few weeks, I'm sorry, but she's brought it on herself.
Yeah, it's, for me, the whole thing's sick, and you know what I mean. Like, how can you know about this whole situation, these situations that's going on, and literally see the accounts? I mean, these are women that have said they've been survivors of things, and
yeah,
and they're there knowing about. They've said all this, and it's for me, it's the detail. The mocking is as bad enough, but it was the fact is the graphic detail that they was putting into comments and stuff like.
But Alex, this went on. What? Don't mock anyone's injuries from TV either, Manda. Lisa, fuck off. Not in the mood for you, because this isn't about you either. You're evil, Lisa. That's what you are, evil.
Yeah, Lisa, to be fair, can we just... I just want to keep this on topic, because if there is another situation that's gone on, then that can be spoken about at another time. But at the end of the day, this is to do with what's gone on. And when people come in and try and deflect onto a situation, it's not a good look. At the end of the day, Kelly's been a victim of something here, right, which is horrendous. If there's another situation that happens, you're more than welcome to go on live and talk about it or bring it out, whatever you want to do. But this is about Kelly.
Alex. Don't worry, she does. So, what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, that account went into Pales on Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night, that account went into Pales, so it was still going on then.
So what did they say in Friday night? Was it really bad though?
You better put a trigger warning. Oh God, here we go, Alex.
Come back. Sorry, Andrea. Basically, what's happened is Kelly is someone on the app has had these accounts go on about mocking her child. You know what I'm saying? and going into graphic details, just going around the app saying the most horrendous things. Because a certain person had been blamed, that they'd come basically live and exposed who was behind these accounts saying these horrendous things.
Yeah, you better put a trigger warning up.
Yeah,
Alex.
trigger warning, guys.
What it said on Friday night was, you something like you love the taste of Tommy.
Oh, I wasn't even made aware of that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was that in Pearl's live? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what account was that said that? So we could someone kind of
That was the Mary Louisa.
Mary Louisa
account.
account, yeah. So that was obviously Cal, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But we know for definite that at least 2 people knew all along that she was behind those 2 accounts.
Yeah, but all I'm going to say is, guys, I know there's a lot of people involved in the back and forth between what's been going on with Kelly and all that stuff. But please, I'm gonna say that please don't be attacking other people regarding this situation. The only 3 people that we know of that knew and was a part of it is Cal, the one that made the account, Shez, who knew about the account, and Demi, which is proud to be Irish. Everyone else at the moment is innocent regarding this. Probably not innocent about the back and forth and the arguments, but the thing is that's gone on between them both for a long time. But regarding these comments, the sick thing and the mocking is only Shez at the moment, Irish Demi, and the Kells that made the account. You know what I mean? I had to put that out there, Amanda, because there was people in here saying we didn't know anything about it and stuff. So until it comes out,
no, up to now, they're the only ones.
Yeah.
Up to now, they're the only ones that were 100% sure that knew.
I mean, if anything comes out over the next few days that other people knew, that's a totally different situation. But right now, there's only 3 people. You know what I mean? There's only 3 people as we know of right now, and they've been named.
Well, they've admitted it. The 2. There's only Cheryl yet to show her face. She was on live yesterday, but when it got outed that they knew about it, she didn't show her face in Laura's last night. When Demi and that Kel went in, Cheryl was nowhere to be seen. So it'll be interesting today to see what she's got to say for herself, because if Snell hadn't have said last night it's her husband behind that account, God knows how long this would have gone on with Kelly. With these comments going into every live, they were following her around.
The one thing I don't understand is, what did she actually think? Did she actually think about what she was saying? Because she actually outed herself, right, knowing that she knew about that account, which for me is just as bad. And the fact of the matter is, she was more pissed off that a fella was getting the blame. So both things are wrong. If a partner was to blame, and he isn't, but if he was to blame, he's disgusting. But then you outing yourself saying you knew about the account is equally as wrong. So, you know what I mean? It was a lose-lose situation for him. It's weird.
But the thing is, when they went into Laura's live last night, everyone was like firing questions at that Kel. All of them in the boxes were firing questions at her, which it was a shit show. It would have been better just one person going in and saying, everyone go on mute, right, I'm going to ask you this, and this is what I want to know. This is what we all want to know for Kelly. But because everyone was asking all different questions, they didn't seem to be getting sort of like straight answers, if you know what I mean, because they were saying, well, how long did Shez know about this? And she was saying, well, I spoke to Shez today. And so Mabel got in because, Shez is live now.
Yeah.
Mabel, they should have left it to Mabel to do the asking of the questions. It's as simple as that. But Mabel said, how long has she known? She said, I spoke to her today. So she said, so she's only known since today that you were behind that account. She said, no, she knew I was. So they couldn't get, but she has known all along that she was behind the account, basically. But because they were all asking her different questions at the same time, it was a shit show. So I don't know whether we'll see her on the app again. Demi turned round later on and said, you don't know how this has affected my mental health for the past few weeks, so I'm just going out for a drink with my partner tonight to sort of like, unwind. And so that was nice for her because Kelly was destroyed last night.
But I think it's, for me, like, as soon as I'd been made aware my friend was doing things like that, for one, I'm out in it, and for two, I'm not no longer being a friend or being associated with that person.
I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who'd do something like that. And I certainly, if they weren't my friend, I certainly wouldn't sit on it for them. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think they were that close. Where they'd sit on that kind of information for a month, Alex. A month.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just the detail and everything that they went through is just so fucking weird. Can you not cam too, Ches, Alex? I don't think I can. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look, guys, to see if I can. To be fair,
this is the shittest dog breed.
That was a bit of a. Just scroll onto TikTok and you see that. You know what I mean? Jesus. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Did you hear what Shez said about me on Wednesday, Alex?
No.
Well, you'll need a trigger warning for this.
Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning.
Because this is bad. So, some people might want to come out for a minute or just... She commented on one of my posts and we were arguing backwards and forwards in the comments, and she said to me something like, better still, I'll send you my postcode, come down, we'll do it face to face. So I said to her, well, better still, I'll send you mine. That was the end of that. Then I never found out about this till Thursday night. That she went live. She started dragging all the medication out all over the bed, all the doctor's paperwork and everything, and ranting and raving, screaming for me to go in the live. I was fast asleep because I just couldn't keep my eyes open all day on Wednesday, and I slept most of the day. And so I knew nothing at all about it, and I wouldn't have known nothing about it until I got told on Thursday night. The next thing, she's ranting and raving about me. I'll have to be careful because my son's in the next room, and the last thing I want is for him to hear this. She's ranting and raving about me, and the next thing she says something about, because her husband's dead. And that's why she's got the dog to lick her out.
Fucking hell.
And you know what, Alex? Her 9-year-old daughter was sitting on the bed with her when she said that.
How does how does that thought process go through people's heads?
I don't know. It, honest to God, knocked me for 6 when I heard that. It knocked me physically ill. And what made it worse was that was said in front of a child.
Just weird behaviour. I'm not going to be honest with you. It's fucking weird. Like, having that thought process is just strange. Yeah, they will do, Joe. They will go for Amanda because that's her weakness. Her children and her ex-partner that sadly passed will always be forever her weakness. So that's the way people attack to try and get a rise off people.
Alex, I'll be honest with you, if I'd have heard about that on Wednesday, I would have, I don't know, I can't say what I'd have been responsible for. I can't, because it's fucking, no. There's no words for it, is there?
Yeah, no, there isn't at all. Not at all. There's no...
She's warped. That's what she is. She's warped.
Yeah, it's for me, it's just... And this is what I said, like, are we deleting comments going for her kids? Or 100%. Yeah, mute, just quick mute it, depending on the comment. If it's a comment that kids should never be mentioned in my life, but if it's something just saying about I feel sorry for the kids, you can keep them comments. Or mute it for like 5 seconds, and then so it just removes out of the post, please, guys. I don't want anyone's kids to be mentioned or targeted in the comments or anything like that, because at the end of the day, I just don't like it. I don't want it in my life, and it's not fair. Kids are innocent. Remember. So, carry on, Amanda, please. Sorry.
Yeah, I put a post out last night, called her a disgrace of a mother, and I don't care. I said, yeah, I have gone there. I've called you a disgrace of a mother. Because to me, anyone who speaks like that in front of a child is a disgrace of a mother.
Yeah.
I mean, a child shouldn't be hearing shit like that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It's the whole situation as it's come to light every day. It's just got a little bit more weirder.
Yeah.
And strange and disgusting and sick, and like you said, it only come out because obviously her partner was being accused. But what I don't get is how long would you reckon this would have continued? Like you said, how long? What else would have been said?
Yeah. Yeah, if it hadn't have been, if the blame hadn't have been put on Paddy to be behind that proud to be Irish account, then Kel could have been getting this for months and months down the line. So I'm glad Snell did say that. Even though, like, when Snell said it and Kelly said, yeah, it's him, I didn't say nothing, because still in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I don't think it's him, I think it's that Kel. Do you know what I mean? So I just didn't say nothing when they said that. But I'm glad they did say it, because it's forced her to have to, like, but as far as I could gather, she still hadn't admitted that she'd known all along that girl was behind those accounts up until yesterday. I think she was trying to make out yesterday that she found out, because she messaged the girl and said, are you behind that proud to be Irish account, when she knew all along that the girl was, because the girl had messaged her on that account weeks ago.
I can't cam to her, Emma Jane, because I'm not friends with her and she's on private, so I can't cam to Shez, unfortunately, to play it. She's on private. I just tried to look there and I found the account, but she was private, so I'm not friends with her.
I can play the recording. Someone's asking, can I play the recording?
Yeah, of course, if you want to play the recording.
I'll play the one where they got thingy and where they got that Kel in the box.
Yeah.
I'll just have to check that because I was playing so many. Yeah, this is it. Hang on. This is the one where they got it. They had that Kel in the box. This was in Laura's live, and there was Tanya and Steve-O, Lally, Demi, that Kel, and then different people were getting in the boxes and saying like what they had to say. You'll hear how much of a shit show it turns out to be anyway.
Is there a trigger warning needed for this live?
No, I don't think so. No. Right, I'll start playing it.
Can I just say something? I'm just checking in to make sure everyone's all right.
Thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine. I just want to say, see, all of this has really got to me. I didn't want to. Listen, Kel, I did not want to out you whatsoever, but my whole mental health is went really badly.
Sammy opened up to us all tonight and told us the shit she's gone through.
Like, I'm really sorry for that. I'm really, really sorry, but
Please, can I ask you, why did you sit there in the comments and let me get the blame? I've sat in silence for fucking weeks. I've been scared.
I didn't know that you were
to come into lives. I've just come in and said hello.
And plus, Cal, we were getting yellows and everything.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Tanya. Off the back of that, we were all getting called like the most awful names.
Everything.
right.
I'm sorry that I had doubt you. That's some type of person I am.
I'm sorry, but I just got a message today to say about Shaz's boyfriend, and I said, okay, I'll say that it was me. Can you send me on her details? And I deleted the accounts that night when it happened, when I said it. And then when the aftermath, when I heard, I was like, oh my God.
So why didn't you step up and say
I'm not saying that I'm innocent.
Can I quickly say something before I drop? I just want to say that this could have been sorted the day after those comments were made and it all kicked off. You could have held your hands up and said it was me. I didn't know it was about to do with trauma. I'm really sorry. And none of this stuff would have happened for weeks on end. Everybody that has been involved in this and has been dragged has had their mental health dragged through the dirt.
Exactly.
And I don't think it's fair. I think you owe a lot of people an apology. And as a survivor myself, if anybody ever did what you did to me, trust and believe. I can't even finish my sentence.
Let's drop.
I'm going to go.
Bex, baby steps.
I've got a question. Sorry, my throat's a bit sore. I've got a question. So, Kel, did Shez know that was you under that account the whole time?
Oh.
Yes, you did. I'm going to say it. I'm not sitting here. I'm not fucking
Because you said, Kel, you said that Shez messaged you because her partner, her husband, was getting dragged. So she knew it was you.
Yeah.
So she knew it was you the whole fucking time.
Wow.
And sat alongside all of us when Demi was getting fucking dragged, when we were all getting fucking dragged, and when I was getting called a fucking liar about going through grape when I was a fucking child. And we all got called pedalos. Shez knew it was you the whole time.
Yeah.
And let me just make this clear.
About you.
And let me just make this clear. Shez has sat in here today and said that she had no idea
Yep.
So Shez was in that live, and Shez is the one that brings into Julie's live that day about the articles. Shez knew it was you that was under that account, so Shez could have spoke out and been like,
Sorry, I have to stop you there. I have to stop you there.
Yeah.
I have to stop you. I was the one that mentioned Gary Henley. That was me. And I've always owned up to that. That was me. But he is no relation of Kelly, by the way.
right, that might be, but Shez knew that she was the one that was under that media account, which is what caused all this.
Yes.
She knew the whole time.
Shez texted me and asked me that.
So basically, Shez has texted you because her husband was brought into it. That was where she drew the line.
Yeah.
As soon as one of her own got brought up into it, that's where she thought that was unacceptable. But it was okay for all of us to get dragged.
Yeah,
I just got a message today and it was like, hey, is that your account? And I said, yeah, it is my account. Sure, you know that it's my account. I was talking to you on the
Well, I got the same message, and I found it very narcissistic. Because let me tell you something. See, when you provide me with information and ask me if I'm an account, when I'm in my own account on the live, and you can see that. That's
So when did Shez ask you if you were that account? Was it that night?
today.
Yeah, but you said that you were messaging her on your Mary
He
account.
also asked me today, was I that account?
So when did Shez find out you were under that account?
She texted me today and I said it to her, yeah. But they knew already. Like, Demi knew that I was the Murray account and Shez knew that I was the Proud Murray account.
Proud to be Irish.
Proud to be Irish.
Only today.
Sorry?
Only today.
No.
Well,
Sure, the message says it, that the message that I sent.
So you sent Shez a message off of the Mary account.
No, I was
And Demi as well.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
On the screenshots we saw today,
Yeah.
Kel, you were messaging someone and you said, it's me on the Mary account.
Yeah, that was to Demi.
And that was on the day? That was on the... As I say, if Jem can bring that back up again.
You okay, Amanda?
Sorry about that. I just got my granddaughter's ringing me because I take her out today. Just hang on a sec.
No problem.
John? What? Phone the baby for us and see what she wants. Sorry, it won't be a sec. I'm on live, sec lads. Will you just phone the baby and see what she wants? She probably only wants to see what time we're picking her up.
What time shall I say if we are?
Say 1 o'clock. Go on. Sorry, I'll just rewind that a little bit in case you missed where the phone was ringing.
The thing I don't get there, and I'll be honest with you, what I've gathered from that live recording is, like, she's clearly trying to say that Demi and Shez knew for a long time, and they said, but you messaged Demi today saying that it was only today that she knew about the account. She's going, no, but she already knew. And they were all ganging around because Demi's in there, like people saying, yeah, but she only knew today, though, didn't she?
No, what that means is what Shez did yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Paddy got blamed for it the night before.
Yeah.
Shez then messaged Demi yesterday and said, are you behind that Proud to be Irish account? And Demi said, no, I'm not. So she then messaged Kel. And I don't know what she said to Kel because that message wasn't shown. They did show the message between her and Demi. But I don't know what she said to Kel, but she must have said to Kel, listen, Paddy's getting the blame for that account, so you're going to have to come out and tell everyone it was you.
Oh, okay.
Because she had been messaging, this Kel had been messaging Shez off that account, so Shez knew quite well. But she still took it upon herself to message Demi as if she didn't know.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that Kel was messaging Demi, telling her that she was behind the Mary account.
Yeah.
So Shez was acting a little bit dumb yesterday. Was it you, Demi, who was behind that account? Demi said no, so she said, okay. And then she must have messaged that Kel and said, listen, you're going to have to just own it.
Yeah, I feel that there's a lot of people protecting people here now because they're worried about their friends out in the bigger picture here. Because I do think there's a lot of people other than the people that have been mentioned that knew about this account. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty obvious to see.
Well, a bit further on this screen recording, they show the messages, so I'll pause it and read the messages, what they say.
Yeah, I do. I think that there's they're trying to protect a certain someone because I feel that they're scared that everyone that there's going to be implicated into it as well. They're going to make you knew about it as well. I told you, here's the messages, and if they can protect the one person, they're worried about it all getting leaked out to everyone. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
because it makes no sense. We've seen people throw each other over the whole app under the bus. One person says they've been accused of something. Next thing you know, then you find out that everyone else has been involved. Everyone's been talking off the app, laughing about it and stuff. There's 100% more involved than just the three. 100%.
I think so. Right, I'll just carry on.
And then she says, and I said, put in a load of shit or whatever it was. I says, if Jem can bring that back up again.
So what we need to establish now is when Shez actually know.
Demi has been sitting on
I've asked you, you're given two different answers. I came in here and I asked, so Shez knew the whole time you were under that media account. You said yes. And then you've just said that she found out today. So she either knew that media account when you went in that live that night, or even if it was a day after, if she knew before today that you were under that account.
Yeah, she knew.
So she knew. So she knew.
She said, it says in the message, sure, you text me on it and you said that was you.
Wait a minute, Mabel. Wait. So
Shez knew then.
all along.
Yeah.
So
So basically, Shez's message Kel saying, you've messaged me under that account before, so I know that's you.
Yeah.
She messaged Kel today saying that. So Shez knew it was her the whole time.
She messaged me saying that her husband was getting the blame for it.
So basically, I don't give a fuck if anyone disagrees. Basically, because her husband got dragged into it, that's where she draws the line. But it was okay for all of us to get dragged.
Yep.
Right, so can I say something to Mabel as well? I also knew at that time what was going on.
So you knew that Kel was under that account the whole time too?
I knew.
Right, and the messages between Kel and Demi. Kel had messaged Demi on the 25th of August and said, I'm Mary in the chat with laughing faces. Don't say who I am. I know her family in real life. I had KILLINGS with her family, which I think means the way we'd say, oh, I've had MURDER with them. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what that means. Kelly said that's a saying in Ireland. And Demi messaged her back and said, say mad things, make up crap, please, it'll be funny. And Kel said, she's not well in the head. She's not well in the head. Her whole family is like that. And that's how come when I was seeing that Proud to be Irish, they were writing that in the comments. And I'd seen her writing the same word. And that's how come I was suspicious of her. So that was what that message was. So she told Demi on the 25th of August that she was behind that Mary account, and Demi said Say mad things, make up crap, please, it'll be funny.
But I've literally not been in lives. I've kept quiet.
Well, obviously now that I'm figuring out Dems and Chez was speaking to each other about it, because that's how I know that when Dems was texting into the...
Right, now these are the messages between Chez and Demi. Chez said, "You want to hear the shit I've heard about Irish Kelly girl?" Demi said, "What she did now?" Chez said, "No, not what she's saying. I've been digging on Irish Kelly." Demi says, "Oh my God, what did you find out?" Chez says, "She got run out of Ireland for drugs. Her cousin got STABBED in the face by a guy called Gary Hanley, and then loads of shit happened with her family. Her name is," and I'm alright to say all this because we've been on live last night saying it and Kelly was there. "Her name is Lisa Kelly. Her ma's sister is called Martina Kelly. So if you want to shut her up talking shit, just mention a few things and she'll shut her mouth because her family ain't shit." And Demi said, "I knew it was about drugs. It usually is the case when they don't come back here."
The thing is, am I right in thinking this? Like, there was no digging involved. Wasn't this stuff that Kelly told Chez because they was once friends, weren't they?
Well, apparently this Kel has said that she knows Kelly's family because she's from the same area.
Oh, okay.
And so I think between Kelly's told Chez things.
Yeah.
And I think this Kel has been telling Chez things. So what I can gather is the three of these have all been messaging each other behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And passing shit on. This is nearly finished now.
Chat that them two are talking to each other about it. So I never spread...
Get them off the screen because you're doxing.
Yeah, you're doxing everything. I don't think that's allowed to be on a screen. So Dems and Chez was talking about it.
So Demi, you know the whole time it was Kel.
Yes.
So why didn't you tell any of us?
Right. Can I just interrupt here? Right. So did Chez, when did Chez officially find out that it was you?
She knew the whole time, Dana, is what Kel's saying. Did she know? Because Kel had already messaged Chez under that account before. So
and that's the end of the screen recording.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like, do you know what it is? It is hard to listen to, you know, because like I said, this is definitely not about me, but when it comes down to it, right, there's been a lot of people on both sides being dragged through the mud regarding all these sick comments that have been made and these accounts being made targeting Kelly's family and what she went through. And there is, no matter if you don't get on with the people, there is also innocent parties on both sides, because there's been people blamed from stuff that has nothing to do with them. I mean, I do think over the course of the next few days, there's going to be a lot of people throwing each other under the bus. I see that coming, because there's definitely more than them three that knew. One person that was mentioned who's come out that knew, he's friends with three other people that are very close to him. And I feel that if you really think that they ain't been told, then come on, let's not bullshit here. That you are close, you definitely, thank you, Pearl. 100% they know. They are very close friends, Manda. Very, very close. Anything that goes on, they know about. So you really think, right, that if you've been told that that account belongs to someone and they're doing that you have been told being a close friend, bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Massive bullshit.
Steve-O went back into Laura's later on and said, we're very close to Demi. We speak to Demi every day and she's kept this from us. Because we heard that on a screen recording as well. So, yeah, I don't know who else is involved, but I do think that there is going to be quite a lot of throwing each other under the bus. I think if anyone's going to start singing, it's going to be Cheryl.
I think it'd be Cheryl, and if Demi does, obviously Demi knows, so people are putting the attention out to her. At the end of the day, I think she'll start opening her mouth as well.
Oh, well, when Steve-O went back into Laura's, Laura turned round and said to him, how's Demi?
Yes, Michelle, I will.
How's Demi? She asked him. So it looks like Demi's already got a walkover as far as they're concerned.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I felt that from that whole... Sorry, carry on, Amanda, sorry.
You know, they're asking how's Demi, but then saying Shez is going to have to come in tomorrow and explain. So, as far as I'm concerned, Demi's every bit as bad as Shez.
Thank you, Nate. Yeah. And, yeah, I gathered that from there. But there was, like I said, I felt from that screen recording that you played, there was a lot of protection. I'm saying, so Demi only knew today. Like, there was a lot of emphasising around Demi only just found out, when she's clearly in the box saying that Demi knew, Shez knew, all this stuff, you know what I mean, for a while now.
Yeah, well, Demi admitted on that screen recording, because Demi actually showed the messages between her and Kel, and they were dated the 25th of August. So Demi outed then how long she'd known that she was behind that Mary account for.
Yeah, Perlitz came out last night who was behind them sick accounts, you know, the ones that were saying them horrendous things about Kelly and her, what she went through. It came out last night. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's all come out. Who was behind them accounts? They owned up to it last night, and yeah. So we'll see what happens. To be fair, this is a police matter. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, for me, this should be reported to the police.
That's what everyone was saying last night.
Yeah, for me, it's not a TikTok thing now. For me, it's a police case. It's a police case, 100%. It's not for scoring points online. It's not for let's fire up lives, guys. Let's go at each other. Let's weaponize this. Let's have a battle. Let's do all this shit. For me, it's a police matter. It's 100% a police matter.
Yeah. Yeah, because for what they've put her through over the past 4 weeks, if she wasn't as strong as she is, God knows where she could have been.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're involved in all that, then you should be on social media bans. You shouldn't be allowed, right, on any form of social media if that's what you think's acceptable. You know what I mean? To be doing that sort of situation, to do all that, it's fucking weird. I'm not sure. I've only found out about this morning, Paul. I woke up to this at 6 o'clock this morning. I slept through. I normally woke up at 4 o'clock, but I slept in till 6 this morning.
Kelly was on with us till about 5 this morning, and in the end, her meds had kicked in. She sounded exhausted, and she just said, I need to drop down. And we were on till about 7 when Claire lost a second account. 2-week-long bans Claire got last night because she was just getting reported like mad.
The thing is with Kel and what you need to with Claire and that is because she's very vocal, and she'll say, and it's how, because what happens with the algorithm and the system with the AI on TikTok, if you raise your voice or get elevated and it's not normal or accustomed to you as a person, it picks up seeing that thinks there's distress, and then it'll flag you and then bring you down. That's what it happens. It's just like CLA. That's why CLA don't get all the bans when she's starting throwing out the crazy boyakas and roots and screaming about, because her platform and the AI picks up that's her normal behaviour. That's why she doesn't get flagged as much. But you see, if because I'm quite calm, if I started getting a bit aerated now, I'm going to get a banana. And it's the same. That's what happened with me and Cheryl and her partner. Because I'm calm, when me and him was having an argument back and forth, yeah, that's what happened. As soon as I started elevating my voice, they flagged me. He flags.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think with Claire now, the system should be realising what she's like. So
I know.
They shouldn't be giving her bananas.
I was in bulk, and Snell had fell asleep, so I was saying, oh God, I'm getting off, I'm not sitting up here on my own. And Snell was going, I'm awake. This was 7 o'clock this morning.
I just feel that for me, honestly, because of the severity of it and what's been going on and how serious it actually is, it needs to be a police matter now. But I feel that there's going to be a lot of people on the app that want to fire up the lives, discussing it and trying to go over it. And then that's not right. It needs to be a police matter now. It's not a point scoring system. It's too serious now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's sad that arguments have escalated in this. Why couldn't they have just left the arguments, the back and forth, the cam 2 in the argument saying, I don't like you, you're this, you're that. If you wanted to do that, it's fine. But when you start targeting traumas and bringing up personal information, deep diving, digging families and stuff that's off the app, they're innocent parties in all this. Like they're innocent parties in arguments. Children, people off apps, dead relatives are all innocent parties. Thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, but there seems to be no limits on what some people will say.
I know that. You know what I mean? I've seen that. I've witnessed it myself and been a part of it. That's not a part of doing it, but the receiving part of it. I've had my dead relatives put on the app I've had all sorts. But you know what? The thing is, it isn't about me. And you know what? I'm a bigger person. And for me, I can take it. It doesn't affect me because I'm just like, yeah, you're not really doing anything. You're just doing that. But other people feel differently, you know what I mean? And it affects people differently. Me, I'm just like, I'm an adult, so I don't really care. I'll throw it over my shoulder and I'll move forward. But what they've done is to the extreme when they've weaponised someone's trauma just as a point score. I don't like that at all. I think that's sick. And I think that it should be going to the police.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope Kelly does take it to the police, because I think that's when everyone will start throwing everyone under the bus about how much they actually knew.
Yeah. I think it'll happen anyway. I think that will just come in due course on TikTok. I generally think there's going to be a lot of people open their mouths, because for me, there's 3 people that are just as bad as each other at the moment. And let's not just make it about the one that made the comments. Also make it about the people that knew it, that knew about the account as well, and also only coming out of it because your fella was blamed for it. You know what I mean? So that's basically saying to me, you would have allowed it to continue if he wasn't getting blamed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. And she, like Laura said on that screen recording, she sat with them yesterday and never even cracked on that she knew about who was behind that account.
Thanks, Dad.
Cheryl did.
Well, like I said, I'm friends with Shez, so I don't know what she said on live today. I don't know what she went live for and stuff. She's probably said that that's not the truth and all that stuff, but...
No one's going to believe her, though.
Sorry?
No one's going to believe her.
Oh, yeah, of course. He was behind her case.
They can't make allowances for Demi's mental health and how much it's affected her the past few weeks, and then hold Cheryl accountable in a different way. they're all accountable the same way.
Evelyn said, didn't Laura and Lally say they knew as well?
Oh, they knew. Oh, I didn't hear them saying that.
I don't know, Evelyn. This is all new to me. Like I said, I don't know what I'm only going on what the screen recordings say, and I don't know. No, they said no. Okay,
No,
they didn't.
I don't think.
Apparently they didn't know Evelyn. Don't target Evelyn. She's just saying, was they mentioned? She's not saying there was. She asked the question.
No, I don't think. I didn't hear them saying that they knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that me and Laura and that don't get on, but at the end of the day, I don't want false things being put in the live. I'm not blaming you, Evelyn. I'm just saying I don't want people running with things that is not true, that might not be true or is not true. No, I don't think so. I definitely tried to smooth it. Well, yeah, like I said, that's the thing. That's when in friendships you do, but when it comes to certain situations like that, you don't try and smooth a situation off because it's so fucking serious.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.